All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Let me readjust my camera real quick. For today, me and my co-host Marcus, Crypto, Curse of Crypto, we're going to be talking to y'all about PayPal, the stock, whether or not this is going to be the end of PayPal stock or the turn of a new leaf or a new beginning for the PayPal company. Um, we're going to be basically doing a brief bearish analysis as well as a bullish analysis to see um, how we currently feel about the stock, where we feel the stock is going to go in the future, and whether or not we kind of plan on buying the stock as of right now. Excuse me. Before we get started, Marcus, go ahead and hit him with a disclaimer.
Disclaimer, yeah, this is not financial advice. We are not financial advisors. However, some conversation got to get initiated. So let's do this deep dive into PayPal, man. This is gonna be interesting.
All right, so for starters, I want to start with this page right here. It's a little different, but you might be familiar with it. Do you like I said, there's been some changes, but do you recognize this page? Sure.
Go back
Nobody
up to
at
the
the
top.
bottom, but do you recognize this page?
It look like not real. Well, I'm assuming it's the PayPal page,
Yeah, bro.
but
This is
I ain't been on the
okay.
PayPal
Okay,
website.
this might be a little bit better. Do you recognize this?
Yeah, I recognize that now.
What were you saying though?
I said that looked like the PayPal page. I ain't never seen that. Bro, that's the first time I see the PayPal
Yeah, I guess
homepage.
they made a little change. I remember it looking like this right here.
Yeah,
But my
that's it.
point my point in going to the PayPal website is to say, like I said, I'm starting off with the bearish case scenario. When is the last time you've been to this website?
This one right here,
Yeah, the PayPal website.
the one that front page you was just on, right?
No, well, either the front page, this page, or
Shoot,
have you
that
ever
page
seen
that page that you just brought up, that was the first time ever.
what about the page that I'm looking at now?
Enter email or mobile number. I mean, bro, I barely use PayPal, man, but I mean, I guess that's what comes up when you download the app, right? It'll ask you to do all that to make your account.
See, that's the crazy thing about it. In the past, if you're using PayPal, anytime you use PayPal to make a purchase, anytime you sign into the PayPal account, you saw a screen that was similar to this right here.
Mhm.
And my whole point in showing this is it's been a long time since I looked at this screen. Around the end of this video, I want to mention why it's specifically been a long time for me, but that's more so a personal thing versus I'm trying to keep that bias away from the beginning of this video. But it's been a long.
You
It's been
got you got something against the PayPal homepage?
like I said, I'm gonna say that for the end of the video. For those who stick around, I give y'all a cool story and a bit of history about myself. If y'all stick around to the end of the video, but like I said, 10 years ago, 10 years ago plus, if you did online shopping, more than likely you came across this PayPal icon. My first reason for a bearish thesis against PayPal is in the past, PayPal, and I guess I should probably start off with a history of who PayPal is or what PayPal is. In the early 2000s, PayPal was like the number one e-commerce platform as far as making payments. They were started by Elon Musk and a few other people. Um, they ended up partnering and being bought out by eBay. Um, they were solely dependent, well, solely used by the eBay company for years. After being solely used by eBay for years, the PayPal company ended up branching off from eBay, and they kind of became the number one platform for I don't know how you want to call it. I guess you would say fintech, but they became the number one platform as far as like online sales and transactions.
Okay.
Over the past 10 years, 2010 coming to now, 2013 is coming to now. Um, we see companies such as Square, which is now Block. We see, I think Amazon does Venmo. You got Apple now has Apple Pay. Facebook has Facebook Pay. There's another one that I can't think of right now, but there's a lot of competition for PayPal compared to what it used to be in the past. So that's another bearish thesis for me. They used to have what's known as a moat, something that kept them different from the competition, a certain edge. Their edge was their online presence and their at the time, the fact they were tied to eBay, which was like bigger than Amazon back then. They were the number one e-commerce platform. So they were tied to the number one e-commerce platform at the time. Now there's a lot more competition with e-commerce itself. eBay is not number one anymore. It may not even be number two. I'm not really sure, but they definitely share the market space with a lot of people. That's probably my number two. Like I said, altogether, the competition would be my second bull reason, my second bearish reason for PayPal.
So nothing special really sets it apart. Right now, it don't.
Not anymore. It used to be for their first 10 years of making it, like it made it through the .com bubble, I guess technically. So I mean, at first they were the leaders. They were tied to the leaders of e-commerce. So I mean, I want to pull up this stock chart of the last. I think they go back 10 years, and even since they departed or separated from eBay, I would say the stock has been doing really well. Let me see what year they separated from eBay. When did PayPal?
It's crazy, but you don't really hear nothing about eBay no more.
I still use it actually. In 2015 is when they separated from eBay.
Okay.
But you really don't hear too much. You really don't hear too much. Like you said, let me go back and make this 20. I wish, like you were saying yesterday, I wish we can get this off the screen and stuff to be popping up.
Yeah, man.
It's the chart starts around 2015, so that's around, excuse me, the time they actually separated from eBay. So it seems like they were doing well. After once the virus situation hit, it looks like they took a dip right up in here, but the company went to up to almost about $300 within the past 2 years, and they dropped all the way down to 60 now. So they've decreased to, I guess, what, 20% of their market share, 1/5, 20%.
You think that's a fair? What do you think a fair value price for PayPal is?
See, I would like to get into what I would think of. I guess I can go ahead and say it now. Man. Let me look, and I guess I can show y'all how I do a market analysis. Fair price. Fair price is based off a lot of stuff. I would say in order to determine a fair price, we have to look at the price to earnings and the historical price to earnings for PayPal.
That's PE ratio, right?
Yeah, and what I mean by that, every company, well, most companies have a PE ratio. Being that PayPal has been around so long, I think it would be fair to compare the PE ratio right now to the ratio of the past if we're going to look at it and determine whether or not the price is high or low compared to the price of the past. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I already got a chart with it up. Let me see what the PE ratio is right now. The PE ratio is, and this is trailing, is 25. I think the forward PE ratio is a little bit less than that. But let's go with 25 right now. So let's check to see PE ratio history. This is also going back for the past 10 years. So I want to see what it is right now today. Perfect. So I don't want to see this.
Just ads, just everywhere, bro.
Yo, bro, like this is crazy. But okay. That's crazy. All right, but looking at it right now today, August 14th, the PE ratio for PayPal is 17.72. I'm seeing this right here. Bam. And I'm on macrotrends.net right now. I wish I was trying to read this to see if they could show me the average over the past 10 years. But that's cool. All right, here we go. This is the chart I'm looking at right here. So over the past 10 years, it looks like the average has been about 50 for the past 10 years, maybe upper 40s. And right now, today is at about 17. So as far as a fair price, I can't say what a fair price is, but going off historical data, in all honesty, it looks like PayPal is kind of undervalued. Like I said, I'm supposed to be doing the bearish thesis right now, but you asked me a question. It looks like it's kind of undervalued based off the PE ratio. But to stick with my bearish thesis, I would say this: in the past, the early 2000s, even when PayPal split from eBay, I would say that at the time PayPal was still much of a growth company. And right now, I would say that PayPal probably isn't growing the same way that it did in the past, which would justify a lower P ratio, because you would expect a growth company to have a higher P ratio compared to a non-growth company. So what I want to do now is I do want to see how much they've been growing as far as the net income over the few years and stuff like that. The market cap over the few years. Let me see if I can find and see what that is. And I'm on Yahoo Finance trying to look at these details on the company.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. PayPal.
I mean, bro, that look like a good buy though. 59.47. That look like a real good buy.
It does look decent, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm still on the bearish. I'm on the bearish right now. Let's see here. Historical data, finances.
Yeah, this is a process you got to go through when you trying to find something to put your money in. It's an extensive process. I know it is for you, man, because I know you don't put your money in anything.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You ain't DJing like. I mean, I'm not full DJing, but I like to take a ride on the wild side a little bit sometimes.
I understand that, bro. Gross profit. So they are profitable. Since 2019, their profit is up. It was like about 25%. What about their net income, though? Looking at the balance sheet. I was just on the income statement on the balance sheet now. I see that their net assets are going down. They've been going down recently.
So that's the assets that they hold.
Yeah, they had about $9 billion worth of assets. Looks like that's going down about 10%.
Okay.
I see that their debt is increasing a lot over the past few years. Their debt has doubled from about $5 billion to almost 10.5 billion. The assets have increased about 50% though, so that's cool.
I wonder what they holding.
Ain't no telling. Probably a lot of treasury bills.
Treasury bills,
Probably a lot of bonds, stuff like that.
That's crazy, bro. Like they must require these companies to hold treasury bills.
I don't know.
What if you don't want to hold? What if you don't want to hold no treasury bills?
I mean, I wouldn't say anything wrong with holding treasury bills, especially for the short term. Right now, as a matter of fact, today I was looking up ways to purchase short term treasury bonds because they offering like 5% on 3-month bonds. But looks like in 2019, PayPal didn't have any net debt. They kind of ran it up in 2020, probably during the pandemic, and it looks like they've been kind of decreasing it since then. Let me see what the cash flow is looking like.
I know PayPal was probably booming during the pandemic, man, because you had so many people sitting at home, probably on YouTube watching videos, super chatting and whatnot. So
It looks like
PayPal,
they've increased their cash flow by about maybe 40%. So that
yeah.
looks decent. Let's see here.
I don't know, y'all. I may or may not add PayPal to my portfolio. I am looking for one more stock to invest in, man. One more stock. So I need one more stock.
Wish I could see what this is saying right here. It looks like the net income. Like I said, I can't tell what this is from. The net income right here increased from 2019 to 2020, but it's been decreasing since. Let's see here. I was looking at some stuff. I think I left the tabs open to see some of the reasons why their stock might have been taking so much of a hit. Number one, of course, he had the thing with the government over the past 2 years, United States government talking about having to do 1099s if you transfer more than $600 worth of funds. I
Which
don't.
is
I think
insane.
I agree, bro. I agree. That's like super micromanaging accounts. Um, but I don't know what's the current status of that right now. But I also saw this right here. Can you see this, bro?
Yeah, PayPal admits 4.5 million accounts were illegitimate as fintech's fraud problem grows. What?
Did you hear? You didn't hear about that, did you?
I ain't hear about they
Yeah,
were.
that's another reason they've been taking a hit, bro. Apparently, there's been a lot of stuff going on with PayPal and fintech in general. It was this issue with PayPal having illegitimate accounts. It was an issue with people being charged too much from like services such as Cash App, and then people having to like wait for funds to be disputed, but not really being able to talk to anybody about the stuff that's going on. So
Mm,
apparently, there's been a lot of fraudulent stuff going on. In my opinion, I think it's stuff dealing with hackers and stuff like that. People trying to steal funds, people trying to make fake accounts and ask for funds. Um, I think there's a lot of that going on right now because the space is still relatively new. So, I think there's another caution or bearish thing you got to look out for when looking at PayPal. I will say this though, PayPal started out and became like one of the number one leaders in fintech initially because they were considered to be a secure online payment platform. They came up with some security feature back in the early 2000s that made it to where they had like the safest stuff as far as payment options, like I said. But it looks like they're kind of slumping when it comes to that, and that may not be the case at the moment, or maybe just the current environment is experiencing something that they just aren't prepared for right now.
dang, so hackers are exploiting PayPal.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, and
Mm,
I feel like I had a page that was kind of hacked at one point in time too. I had I'll tell you a couple things that I've experienced with PayPal in the past. I've had a person when I was selling things online. I had a person attempt to buy multiple copies of something, well, multiple not copies, but they multiple of the same item.
mm.
And making the purchase, they requested like returns and made more purchases like in between. So at the time, I ended up getting my account flagged based off of the suspicious transactions and returns.
Just like the Curve DeFi hack.
And I would say this also. I remember a couple of years ago because I used to fix cell phones and sell phones and stuff
Mm,
online. I remember at one point in time it got ridiculous on Facebook where if you were trying to sell a phone, it would be people trying to get you to sell them your phone. and they would try to get you to accept the money through PayPal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they would try to pay you extra to overnight them the phone. So let's say they'll send you an extra $70 for you to overnight them the phone through the mail today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you overnight it to them today, they'll cancel the transaction through PayPal. And at that point in time, you'll already be overnighted on the phone. They'll have your phone or whatever, and then they'll cancel on PayPal and keep the money. And I'm not sure if that was fake accounts too, but I know that was a thing at one point in time. And I'm sure that those people probably deleted those accounts after doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if they weren't fake accounts, then whoever's doing fake accounts probably evolved that into fake accounts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But PayPal's a pretty big company right now, isn't it?
I mean, it's definitely big. It's huge. PayPal
Yeah,
is a
man.
huge. Let me see
Well, I love. Hey, I'm about to say, man. Hey, it's a reason why I asked that. Because PayPal's a pretty big company, man. I know we having hacks in DeFi with cryptocurrency, man. But at the same time, hey,
yeah, they're getting hit too.
hey, all of them getting hit, man. But at the end of the day, though, PayPal's risen is one of those, better payments companies, one of the biggest ones here. You know what I'm saying? So who knows, man? The same thing can happen to DeFi and crypto, man. It's just we got to live with
PayPal's
some of that.
market cap is $65 billion. Keep in mind that their stock is 1/5 of what it used to be. So based off of what I'm seeing, I wouldn't be surprised if 2 years ago their market cap wasn't around $300 billion. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I will say this: the same way that crypto prices dropped in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
the exact same thing happened to PayPal.
Yeah.
They lost about 80%. They everything that PayPal gained during like after during the stimulus and all that stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
literally everything that was gained, if you look at this stock price, is literally back to where it was in 2017. Well, let's see.
And but and even like I said,
Yeah,
even with the hacks happening and all that stuff, man, that's still not stopping people from using PayPal. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say that it's necessarily stopping people from PayPal, but I mean, with the other options available, Cash Out being faster, Apple Pay being attached to Apple phones, Facebook Pay being attached directly to Facebook, it's
Mm-hmm.
just my thing is it's not really a reason, at least as far as right now today, with the old way that PayPal was ran, it's not really a reason for people to necessarily have to use PayPal to settle their transaction.
Yeah.
And while we're on the bear case, and I guess you might as well go ahead and get ready to get started with the bull case. I guess I might as well go ahead and mention my personal gripe with PayPal, because I guess it would add to my bear case with PayPal. As I mentioned earlier, I had an issue with that person, or it could have been a bot, as far as I know now.
It probably could have been a bot,
It was
man.
a bot. Now looking at the issue that I had with my account, once that issue happened, PayPal shut down my account. They shut it down, and it made it to where I don't know if they kind of found some kind of way to link it to my social or what. But if I create another PayPal, I cannot create another PayPal account.
So you can't. So they must know your IP address or something.
I guess not. I cannot create another PayPal account. At one point in time, I think my mom's PayPal account was shut down because at one point in time when I was younger, I was using the address that was the same address that she lived. I think at one point in time I was using the one up the road or something like that. So they ended up shutting her account down. Somebody else tried to get one. I think at one point in time, my wife's PayPal account also got shut down, and that was before we even got married. So she didn't have the same last name. This was years ago. But you know what I'm saying? I think at one point in time, I set up being that she had a PayPal account, I ended up selling stuff and I attached it to her PayPal account. But then I attached her PayPal to my eBay account at the time or something like that. I think they ended up shutting that down. So for a long period of time, I couldn't have like PayPal accounts, eBay accounts, and stuff like that. Until this day, I cannot have a PayPal account. Like, I tried to contact PayPal to get them to review the situation. They said once they shut your account down, they basically told me that they were unwilling to review the situation. And it has been the case ever since, bro. I have not been able to open up a PayPal account since. So for
But
my thing is if and that's why I don't have PayPal stock as of right now today. I probably would if it wasn't for that, because I would have still been a customer of PayPal.
yeah,
And probably
but that's
using
messed up.
and probably using the platform. But the thing is, I as a business owner do not have the option of using PayPal anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I try to at this point, I cannot use it.
It don't matter.
So,
Hey man, ditch them, ditch them,
what's
ditch
up?
them. I said ditch them.
So, but hear me out. So if this has happened to me as a business person, I'm telling this to other business people who have questions to me about it. I'm pretty sure other business people have ran into the same situation. So if this keep happening and you can't create another account or talk to anybody about the situation, how many business people or businesses are going to eventually leave PayPal just because they are getting shut out by something they couldn't control based off what we just saw? It could potentially be something as simple as a bot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like I said, at the time, during that time period, while I was making these sales through eBay, that was probably one of the most lucrative time periods that I've ever had. But now I have a salty taste in my mouth about that, because it was literally cut off once my PayPal account was shut down. Because at the time, there weren't all these competitors to PayPal didn't exist. At one point in time, you had to, outside of you using PayPal through eBay, you had to pay through certain card services, but you had to have like certain stuff set up. So it was almost impossible to do. So for a period of time, I just ended up like not using eBay anymore because it wasn't feasible, because I no longer had access to PayPal or anybody who I could talk to about to rectify the situation.
Man, you must have been spreading some misinformation or something.
Bro,
Because you remember? Do you remember that? That's one reason why I don't. I mean, well, I'm straight on PayPal, me honestly, because I remember PayPal was on a campaign back during COVID and whatnot. Like, if you're spreading any misinformation that PayPal deems misinformation, they'll freeze your account, or you're not allowed to, log in on your account, or something like that was going on with PayPal, and people were like up in arms with that, man. Like, and I feel you, man. I feel them. I felt it.
no, and not even that.
You remember that though? You remember that?
Yeah, that adds more to the bullish case. But this was before then. This was like 2016, 2017. Like I said, around the time I graduated from college. But
Okay.
like I said, all that to me is a part of the bear stuff. Outside of that, I like to invest in stuff that I feel comfortable investing in, stuff that I feel comfortable using, or stuff that I feel comfortable recommending to other people. And based off of my experiences, outside of all the reasons that I could find to support PayPal, based off of my experiences, I just have a tough time
Referring that company.
referring that company to somebody else, being that my issue technically still exists and never got resolved. And I don't see how it would be rectified based off of what's going on. But like I said, based off of these numbers, I do think we should get into the bullish case, because I don't want to, like you said, leave a bad taste in anybody's mouth. And I know you got some good information on there, but if you don't mind, I want to go ahead and get my bullish thesis out too.
No, go ahead, man. No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. This is stock deep dive, man. I don't be doing stock deep dives.
All right. So as far as my bullish case, we're looking at a stock that had a high of $300, sitting at a low of about $600. The midpoint of that is what, about, let's see, 240, about 120 added to this, so it'll be about $180. At a midpoint of about $180, I think $60 is a great buy. That means that the price of the stock would triple just to get to the midpoint, which would still be half of what it was 2 years ago. Do I think PayPal is necessarily 1/5 of the company that it was 2 years ago? No, not necessarily. But it could be the case that there is 5 times as much competition as it was 5 years ago, and it never got taken into account. Um, the PE ratio, like I said, the bullish case scenario thesis, the PE ratio is currently about 17. Over the past 10 years, the PE ratio has been in the high 40s, lower 50s. So that, based off of the PE ratio, it seems like it's a great time to purchase the stock. The company is profitable still. Let me make sure. Nope. Yeah, the company is still profitable. When I look at its competitors, such as Cash App, I don't think they're profitable. And I think that's the largest competitor. I do still think that they can lose market share to Facebook, Apple Pay, etc. So I think that's the biggest problem coming forward from PayPal. But like I said, I do still think that they're still a fintech leader as far as looking at the bullish case. Let's see here. PayPal has Venmo, which is, I think, um, similar to Squares or Block's Cash App. And I think Venmo is more popular with younger people, the millennial generation. Well, not necessarily the millennial generation, the generation after the millennials, the students that are currently in college and high school. I think Venmo is more popular. Possibly Zelle also. That's the other company that I was thinking about earlier. What else as far as the bullish case for me? Yeah, man, for the most part, just historically speaking, it seems like it's for a good price. I want to see, before I let you have it, bro, I want to see if they have a dividend. They don't have a dividend yet. So if this stock had a decent dividend yield on it, I would probably say it would probably be a company I'll be putting on my watch list. But being that it doesn't have a dividend in the history that I have with it, it's like I don't know. But I think you have the biggest portion of the bull thesis. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and go, bro.
Okay. Shoot, man. Well, PayPal. Well, like we talked about on Sunday's show, PayPal has launched a stable coin on the Ethereum mainnet, which I believe could be a bullish catalyst. It may, honestly, bro, because you were saying something that kind of differentiates themselves from Apple Pay, Cash App, and whatnot. So PayPal is, I think PayPal is the only company right now that's like that has like a fully backed stable coin. You know what I'm saying? That you can actually invest in. That's not a private company that you can actually invest in right now in the United States. So, I mean, I
So
think that's big. That's pretty, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's kind of that's
when you,
big for PayPal.
when you say that, first of all, what's the name of that coin?
P PYUS PYUSD PYUSD. If I'm not mistaken,
PYUSD.
I'm about to I'm pulling it up right now. Pull it up, share screen, pull it up so I can show you PYUSD
PYUSD.
PYUSD.
And people can purchase that directly off exchanges now.
They should be able to buy it from the PayPal app.
They buy it.
They should be able to buy it from the PayPal app. Can you see this?
Hold on, bro. Yeah, I can see it. So
Okay.
you don't buy PYUSD off of the exchanges. You buy it off the PayPal app.
I'm assuming so, man. I haven't
So
me
so
me per me personally. Me personally, I'm not really interested in using it, but I'm pretty sure once some of these stable coins start getting into circulation in in the DeFi ecosystems or whatnot, man, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to swap for the PayPal stablecoin on like a decentralized exchange, maybe like a Uniswap or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be able to withdraw if PayPal is supplying the stablecoin. You should be able to buy the stablecoin from PayPal, and from PayPal you should be able to send that PYUSD. Let's make sure, just to be sure. Yeah,
Sure.
PYUSD is the name of their stable coin. So you should be able to send that PYUSD off of PayPal and then and onto a decentralized exchange. So from there, I mean, it is an ERC20 coin. So any ERC20 coin basically that's sitting on a DEX, a decentralized exchange, you'll be able to swap for it. So
And
I mean,
Paxos is producing this
yeah, Paxos,
PYUSD.
yeah, Paxos is the supplier of this stable coin. Let's see, hold on, let's see, share this tab. All right, so check this out. Yeah, Paxos and PayPal, look, they shaking hands, man. Thrilled to be partnering with PayPal to bring PYUSD, the world's safest dollar-backed digital asset, to hundreds of millions of consumers and merchants worldwide. PYUSD is the first of its kind, representing the next phase of US dollars on the blockchain. This is not just a milestone movement for Paxos and PayPal, but for the entire financial industry. Like I said, man, this is a bullish case for cryptocurrency in general. No, no, I'll take that back. This is a bullish case for Ethereum
And PayPal.
and PayPal. This is a bullish case for Ethereum and PayPal. Let me not say crypto, but this,
So this could potentially, like I said, even with everything that we just mentioned on the bear side,
mhm,
depending on where this goes, which we don't know as of right now, we don't have all the information as of right now,
mhm.
and we haven't basically touched or dealt with this enough to know right now. But this could potentially be a new era for PayPal, um, as far as their dealings with blockchain in the crypto industry.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And let's not forget too, man. Coinbase is currently trying to handle their lawsuit with the SEC and whatnot about certain coins being securities and also staking and whatnot. So, like I said, even about the Ripple and XRP case, I was pretty sure that Ripple would come on top. I still feel the same way about Coinbase. And honestly, man, it wouldn't be surprised. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Coinbase wins this lawsuit they have against the SEC, and now you have, you probably have PayPal. You have their stable coin on their, PayPal app on their platform. Who knows, man? Maybe they'll now, since they're fully backed. Who knows, man? Maybe
My
PayPal
thing
can start.
is,
Hey, look, maybe PayPal can start paying a little stable coin interest, man. Hey, if you buy if you buy PYSD on the PayPal, we'll give you 3% or so. So that particular, but it's that particular reason why Coinbase is in this lawsuit with the SEC because of this, because of stable coin staking. Because even right now, like you can get I forgot what the APY is, but you can stake your USD on Coinbase for an APY. So I know there are certain states that aren't allowing it. Specific states. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all can name some of those states that aren't allowing it. Yeah, it's those states.
yeah,
But
definitely. If you know one of the states, put them down in the description. Definitely.
yeah. So, but yeah, man, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, if Coinbase wins this lawsuit, man. Now you'll be able to stake your Ethereum without any trouble or looking behind your back. You can stake your Solana, your Cardano, all your other coins and whatnot. So, you know, now Coinbase has the green light. Who knows? Maybe PayPal, since they have their own PYUSD stablecoin, they can create like I don't know. They can create their own little liquidity pool of PYUSD, or kind of be a little bit creative within their own platform, to kind of help out customers that are buying and using the PYUSD.
This is my thing with it though, bro. I agree with everything you just said.
Mm-hmm.
But in the past, based off of what we talked about earlier towards the beginning of this video, it looks like PayPal looks like in the past they used to be in the pioneers in their own field. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to drive through and create new avenues within the crypto sphere and within the Bitcoin and within the fintech arena.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like I said, it looks like in the past the biggest problems that they had to do with them having more competition coming to the market. And my thing is, what they're doing is cool with crypto, but what's stopping another company from partnering with a different cryptocurrency? Especially there's many altcoins out there, just like you have a company such as X partnering with Doge, or what's stopping you remember when Facebook tried to create Libra? What's stopping Facebook from creating, or any other company from creating something that's just as good or more competitive or faster or better than what PayPal has to offer?
I mean, honestly, man, I think that'll be up to the users, man. You know what I mean?
I'm not really expecting.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. We really can't even answer that question right now. It's all depending on how the chips going lay. Chips they end up developing. All I'm saying is, in the past, once the competition crept in and everybody was made aware of the competition that was around, the company had an 80% stock decline. All I'm saying is, technically, they still have that same competition. And what's going on in crypto right now, plus the lack of regulation, who's to say that PayPal wouldn't have that same competition in the crypto sphere, especially being that they're stepping in as not a pioneer in the crypto sphere, and also especially being that they're stepping into an arena where there's already a bunch of competition to try to figure out who's going to be the best payment medium. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, man, me personally, man, I don't know. I wouldn't choose PayPal. I wouldn't choose PayPal, to be honest with you. Like, I think it's bro, this is perfect for adoption, for progressing forward, you know what I'm saying? For crypto adoption. This is perfect. But as a long-term solution, man, like I'd still rather go with something that's already established. You know what I mean? Okay, maybe if Apple comes out,
if Apple or Facebook was to do it, I agree, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe, if Apple were to do it, then I would, I test it out. I test it out. I test out an Apple stable coin before I test out a PayPal stable coin, man. Because PayPal being able to freeze them assets kind of scares me. But then again, I'm pretty sure with all these centralized companies that they'll probably be able to have that red button that they can press to, now, hey, you mess up, you say the wrong thing, we're gonna freeze your stuff. You know what I mean? So.
And to be honest, bro, I'm kind of with you. What I'm thinking is, PayPal, they were the leader in fintech. I'm thinking they saw that the competition crept in and took them off their pedestal. And I think that them trying to jump into the crypto space or do a partner with a crypto currency or blockchain company that could put them on the blockchain network. I think that was their kind of
their desperation move.
I wouldn't say desperation yet, because they're still profitable. They're still making money. They're still acting as a company. But I think it was like I think it was like an attempt to be able to rebuild and rebrand themselves in a new era of money, knowing where everything is going, versus if they don't do something like that, they probably would end up diminishing over time.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, man, I would have done it differently. First, I mean, you know, great job choosing Ethereum. You know, it's probably one of the most secure layer one blockchains. But I don't know, man. I would have gone another way other than ERC20. So ERC20 is like the Ethereum standard. You know what I mean? So in order to send that the ERC20 coin off, you got to have Ethereum inside of your wallet. You know what I'm saying? So you can't send off. So you can't, if you have an ERC20 coin, say PYUSD, you can't send that coin anywhere unless you have Ethereum sitting in your wallet. So I think if I was going about it, I probably would have used, like I said, I probably would use like a layer two, maybe a Polygon or something like that.
See, but this is why I think they didn't do that, bro.
Why you
I
don't think? Why?
think I think I think they're trying to go with something that people would know about or at least have heard of. That something that would kind of align with their track record.
I know, man, but
Hold on, let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
But
I feel like they probably wanted to pick something that they knew would be stable, even if it wasn't the fastest or even if it wasn't the best plan. I feel like they wanted something that they knew would at least be stable and something that they knew that people, if it went wrong, wouldn't hold them accountable for it. For instance, if by them picking the Ethereum network, if something goes wrong, they can blame Ethereum. If they pick the Polygon network, yeah, if something go wrong, they can say Polygon, but everybody would say you're wrong for choosing Polygon if something was to go wrong. They would be like, y'all should have did your due diligence. But if it was literally to go on with Ethereum, they would say, hey, all right, nobody saw the problem coming with Ethereum. You know what I'm saying? This is the Ethereum problem. Even Amazon took a chance doing business with Ethereum. So, hey, it's not on you, PayPal. So I think it was more so of how it would look if anything went wrong and stability, a stability move for them.
yeah, but if yeah, but if like I say, man, if
Hold on.
if
I also think it was the wrong choice though. Still, I agree with you. That I think it's the
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
choice.
because like you know what I mean, because like bro, because even like so even though I
It's the
don't really
best for them.
use yeah, even though I don't really use PayPal like that, man, I still recognize that PayPal is one of the better payments platforms out here. You know what I mean? So with that in my head, I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna have to if they're gonna launch their stable coin, they're probably gonna have to build it on top of something that's going to be fast and efficient. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what I'm thinking about. Like when I think about PayPal, that's what I think about. So I mean, I could. It's just it's. I'm just nah. I'm like no PayPal. That's the wrong decision. Like I appreciate what y'all. I appreciate y'all bringing that adoption in, but me personally, man, like I think of PayPal, I think about payments. Fast, quick, efficient. You know what I mean? So and I just don't think that building that on top of Ethereum, I just feel like it's a waste of time.
I
I
agree.
just think it's
I
like
agree.
it's like a waste of time. If you're going to be known as the payments giant, which is why, you know what I'm saying? It's like okay, that that would be one of my reasons why I wouldn't build on Ethereum because long term is not going to be that's not efficient long term, bro. I'm telling you. They think it's cool now, man. But Joe wait, hey, Joe wait
this is the
until the
thing here,
Ethereum
though.
fees. Wait until the
For
Ethereum fees.
me, based off of what's going on, it's too late for me, and I could be wrong, but it's too late for me to see this from PayPal.
You
You know
said
what I'm saying?
say it again.
It's too late for me to see this from PayPal. And this is why I say this. PayPal, since the early 2000s, was the leader in fintech. Pretty much the only online payment platform as far as realistic transactions for a long time for a lot of people. So I find it strange. You got crypto coming into becoming a main a big thing started in 2010 basically. I find it strange that PayPal for a decade they dealt with money, they dealt with finance, they dealt with online transactions. I find it strange that for a decade they chose not to jump in, and now that they're jumping in, they're partnering with somebody. Whereas technically, if you really look at it, in my mind, PayPal should have had the brain power and they should have had the know-how and the understanding of the industry to where they should have been developing one of those first layers systems on the blockchain. Let's say if PayPal in 2010 would have developed Ethereum or had been working with Ethereum to develop the Ethereum network, if they had did something like that, or something similar to what XRP did, or something similar to Solana, or if they themselves developed something that was similar to Polygon, I would take that this as more of more of a bigger accomplishment for PayPal. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it would be them creating like being the pioneer of something in the crypto sphere. But the fact that they're just partnering with somebody, which all of their competitors could technically just partner with somebody too, I don't see where this gives them any competitive edge.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because it's almost like PayPal was just like, hey, we need to hurry up and get on this. Let's just choose the best one, Ethereum. Boom. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I'm like PayPal. Y'all ain't put no thought. Y'all ain't put no thought in. I feel like they ain't put no thought into it, bro.
It's really just gonna be Ethereum locking them in and taking their market share over time and pushing them out.
It's kind of man, for real.
It's gonna be the same thing that Amazon did to Kmart and Walmart. Amazon used to advertise on a little shelf, on not the shelves, but they used to have like little advertisements in the middle of Kmart because nobody really thought that the online thing was gonna be all that big. You know what I'm saying? And over time, Amazon ended up taking over them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's probably going to be one of those situations where Ethereum be like, yeah, we'll help y'all set it up so that y'all can get known in the crypto sphere. Or really, Ethereum is probably trying to just set up to take over the PayPal market share.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, man, what's going to happen is they're going to start using it PYUSD, and then they're going to start interacting with it, and then all of a sudden they're going to start finding better stable coins.
It's just about
they're going to, you know what I'm saying? And then slowly after time, it's just going to start dwindling down. Like I said, man, it's, it's good for adoption. It's good for, for the average person that doesn't really, say if they want to hurry up and hurry up and send someone, oh, it's quicker to send it over this blockchain. Let's do it this way. You know what I mean? But I would have been more impressed with PayPal if they would have chosen a faster, more efficient blockchain. You know what I'm saying? I would have been more impressed. They probably would have got a little bit more cool points from me, because like I said, man, I don't look at Ethereum as one of those chains where, you can just build a whole bunch of stuff on top of it and think that everybody is going to be able to participate in it, man. Because I'm telling you, bro, them fees, them Ethereum fees,
you do have to pay,
bro. You have to
PayPal.
pay. Yes, you have to pay those fees, and you don't want to know, bro, how trying to sell an ETH or trying to send cryptocurrencies on the ERC20 network during a bull run or so, or during when prices are going high, man. Like, bro, man, you'll have some gas prices. The gas prices are insane. I sold an ETH at the top of the market, man. Gas price was like $700, about $700 for the gas fee. But then again, I'm selling it at almost $5,000. You know what I'm saying? But You gotta be cognizant about them gas fees now, man. Because
10% plus is crazy. That's more than the
yeah,
tax.
bro, yes, a $600 gas fee. So just think about this upcoming bull run about to happen. You're going to have institutional people, institutional players in it now, and like bro, just imagine, maybe who knows, we could see a $20,000 Ethereum or so, man. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the gas prices. So when you're constructing your crypto portfolio, you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of that, because you don't want to, you buy, I don't know, you buy an ERC20, you buy Sandbox, say, oh man, I put $1,000 in it, and now it's, oh man, it's 30 grand right now. Oh, I can cash it out. And then you get ready, you want to swap it for a stable coin, and then you look at that Ethereum, bro, you look at that Ethereum fee, and that Ethereum fee say like $1,000. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, that's for real. That's one of the, that's one of the cons of, of Ethereum. You know what I mean? So
yeah, bro. But I ain't trying to cut you short, but
no, it's
we are getting up to that
tangent.
hour mark, and I do got to get ready to go to work in the morning. On that note, I do want to say, what else mentioned in all of this, we're not financial advisors. All of this information that we've mentioned so far, and pretty much all of our videos, is just information that we're trying to put out there to you guys. Information that we're trying to exchange amongst each other, so we can form our best opinion and figure out how to move forward in the market and navigate using our portfolio. All in all, like I said, we gave you our opinions on Apple. Marcus, did you have any other comments?
On PayPal.
See, brother, let you know I'm tired. I'm tired, dog. I'm tired.
Hey, so this is my question.
Go ahead.
This is my question. Are you going to add PayPal to your portfolio if you already don't have it in there?
Like I said, this is not financial advice, but based off of my research, based off of my past history and dealings with the company, I would say for me, it's not really a stock that I would be willing to purchase. And that's more so based off of me. I can't, as of right now, I can't even use the company to figure out whether or not I like them. If I had in the past, I would have stayed an investor. At the time where I stopped using them, I was an investor and I sold my stocks at that point. But if I was able to use the company, maybe my opinion would be different. It's hard for me to change that, knowing the conversations that I've had on the phone with them, the amount of money that it's stopped me from having. So
I'm sorry, man, but I just think, I'm telling you, bro, you must have said something that the establishment don't like.
bro, I was making too much money in a short period of time. Like this was senior year of college, bro. Everything was sweet.
Yeah, so we ain't invested in PayPal because they'll knock you off your hustle.
Hey, that's how I feel, bro. Like
they knocked your hustle. That's why
you do that and not give. The last conversation I had with them, my thing was at least give me a reason as to why. Like you can't tell me specifically why. And you can't tell me an exact reason as to why the account was shut down. They couldn't tell me an exact reason as to if that person was the person who caused the issue with the returns. They could not give me an answer of if that person was actually real or if they could investigate the account. And they also told me that they would not be willing to look at it anymore because the account was closed. And once accounts are closed, they do not go back and look into them.
So they must recognize your name or something.
Bro, I think it's based off my social security number. Not only that, bro, I had I had about $1,000 in my account. I can't remember how many months. It was either 3 or 6 months that I had to wait for them to approve for those funds to go back in my account once they closed it. When my wife had her account started and I was getting money through her account and they shut her account down, it was money on there for a few months also. So they held thousands of dollars. Like I said, stopped me from making thousands of dollars. So that's my gripe with them. Right
F 'em.
now, we are at 59 minutes and 48 seconds. I don't want to go over 60 minutes in this video. So with that being said, y'all, we're gonna see y'all in the next video. Dual economics.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
You know it.